Okay, so this is when this is when I'm abandoned with Sadia because I will not allow her to go back into Jasmine's house alone. Mom then filed a contempt of court saying I was violating a custody order. 3:17 on November 25th, 2020, I text here. Mom said, "Okay, let her go ring the doorbell like normal. Everyone is home." And I said, "No, she is not going there in there with someone who molested her or grandparents who are in denial or may even be part of the problem. Sorry. You are her mother. Shame you are putting her through this. When will you be here? She's hardly ever with you anyway. By the time you get to her, by the time you get her, it's time for bed. Maybe we can just go back to the old arrangement where I had her most of the time. This way, she's not constantly being taken to the babysitter or daycare. If you want to abandon her, don't use this scenario to do it. I have a valid reason for not allowing her to go in by herself. So what time will you be there, or are you not going to respond? Would you like me to keep her another night, or are you going to pick her up?" So now we're the following day. So pretty much, since I wouldn't just drop her off and let her go into the house, now we're in the next day that Sadia is supposed to be with her, and she just didn't. She's not responding to me at all now. And this is November 26th at 1:43 p.m. Still no response. Would you like me to keep Didi for a second night, or are you able to pick her up today? I have no problem keeping her again and for my weekend and getting back on track with you Monday, but communication will be appreciated. Thank you. Have a blessed holiday. 5:10 a.m. Not sure what's going on, but your car looked like it was all smashed up on Wednesday when I attempted to drop Didi off. Is everything okay? I need to know something or I will have to take some form of action today. Starting to think a wellness check is necessary. Something isn't right. Not even sure if that was you texting me. Not like you to just abandon your responsibilities because of a minor drop off dispute. Then I say, will you be picking Didi up today? If so, what time? If not, that's okay. Just trying to communicate with you. So now we're on November 30th. So this is 5 days in a row now. No response from Sadia's mom. From the initial drop off that she was supposed to have Sadia on November 25th. Now we're on November 30th. So she finally responds and she says, drop off location and time remains the same. My mom's house, 3 p.m. Have Sadia ring the doorbell. November 30th, I respond. I said, I made a promise to her that I will not send her back there until this investigation is complete. I will not allow her to go there unless you're meeting me there. If you plan to be there at 8 or 9 tonight or even tomorrow, fine. I will bring her at that time, but I will only hand her over to you. Or if I see your face looking out the window, that's fine. I will have her go ring the bell if that's the issue. If you decide to leave her there, that's on you. I made it clear to law enforcement that I will not put her back in harm's way. Anything after giving her to you is out of my control. Also, if after you finish work, you get on a highway and go straight home, if you like, I'm even willing to bring her to Turkey Hill in Pittston and meet you inside the store where there's cameras to do the exchange. Whatever works, I'm willing to work with you. If you rather me just keep her until you file for custody modification, that's fine with me. Only problem is I will need you to cash at me some money because I cannot afford to pay a babysitter and food for your portion of the time. And okay, so she just copies and pastes drop off location and time remains the same. My mom's house, 3 p.m. Have Sadia ring the bell. I said, will you be there? She doesn't respond. I said, we both had strong feelings about who and what took place. I will not put Dee Dee's safety at risk if there is something going on. If you want, we can meet at a police station. I'm open to any other option as long as she is coming to you. You don't need to be in close proximity. I will allow her to walk the distance wherever you decide to meet. I'm trying my best to work with you. I've had her for 7 days now. It's been difficult not getting a break. I'm low on money, food. I need to get back to work. If you don't want her until after the investigation, please just send us whatever you can. If you can't send anything, I will go to the welfare tomorrow and get food stamps. I'm trying to reason with you, and you're not even willing to be rational about the problem at hand. I don't know what else to say. If you look at the history video when I had conflict with my mom, this is around the time that that was all going on. It started, a couple days after she abandoned me with Sadia, and by this time, no, December 2nd, we weren't even in the house anymore because of the heated argument that took place. Me and Sadia ended up leaving from our home, and we're staying somewhere else, and then end up even staying in a hotel because of everything that was going on. So on December 2nd, I said, I'm trying to schedule work and babysitter if needed. Will you be picking Sadia up Friday at 3:15? Do you need me to meet you at a police station Friday evening or Friday night? Do you need me to bring her to Pittston? Would you rather her on Saturday? She responds, Sadia is to be dropped off at my mom's house where I pick her up as it states in the custody order. So I responded, that's fine. I can drop her off there as long as you will be there to pick her up or retrieve her at the door. Her safety comes before the custody order. Until this investigation is complete or there is a modification, you can get her from me and bring her there like you've done two or more times since this investigation started. Like I said before, once you have her, it's out of my control, but I can make a decision not to bring her to a place that she was sexually abused at. Why is this a problem? I don't want to take any more chances. Can't you understand that?